Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time for two things. One, my voice is going. I don't know what's going on. And two, Barkley's outside, and apparently he's seen something that caught his attention. So he may bark a couple times. So today I'm coming to just share with you, this was suggested by one of my friends on YouTube, and she's my friend now, my little sister. I've adopted her, Keiko Beauty. She asked that I do a video sharing some of my favorite things to do in I call it the DMV, but it's District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. That's what the locals refer to it. This is the DMV. So, one thing that I like to do, and I've shared with you guys a couple of times, I love to go to comedy shows. So we have several comedy venues here in the area, but I like to go to the DC Improv, and I also like to go to the Baltimore Comedy Factory. I actually go to the one in Baltimore more. They seem to have more of the comedians I like. But those are two venues you definitely, if you ever visit the area or if you live in the area, you need to check out. And the prices are very reasonable. The Martin Lawrence Lit AF tour just came. I didn't make it, but it was at a big venue, where the Wizards play their games, the Capital One Arena. So it's a huge, basketball arena. Tickets were way crazy expensive, and I hate I missed it because I heard it was good, but it's just, I like the more intimate venues. So that's one thing, comedy shows. Two, I like to go visit the harbors. So we have a National Harbor, which is new. That's where the MGM is, and Gaylord, and we have a Ferris wheel. We have all these wonderful shops and restaurants down there, so that's the newer one. But back in the day, I used to go to the Baltimore Harbor, and I'm not sure, I haven't been down there in a while. I heard they were doing some renovating and kind of updating it, so I haven't been there in a while, but that used to be a fun place to go, and it was right across from the Baltimore Aquarium. So yeah, I like to go to the harbors. Also, you can't talk about DC and not talk about the museums. We have the Smithsonian museums. We know there's the natural history, the aerospace museum, and of course we have the African American museum. You have to go to that. So we have a plethora of museums in the area. So that's a must do. And of course we have the monument, the Martin Luther King Memorial, the Lincoln, the Washington Monument. DC is just historic. And Baltimore has museums too. I'm not as familiar with their museums, but I do remember when I was teaching, I did take my students to the Blacks and Wax Museum in Baltimore. But speaking of wax museums, we have a Madame Tussauds in DC. So that was fun. Rock took his kids a couple of summers ago. I got to drink my one Pepsi a day, y'all. You see it's almost gone. I'm so sad. I gotta keep my throat moist. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, number 3 was museums, and I'm tacking on the monuments and historic sites in DC. So 4th would be concerts, preferably outdoor concerts. And when I say preferably, I mean because they're cheaper. But we have several outdoor venues. We have the Merriweather Post Pavilion. This, you guys have followed me for a while. I've posted over the years the jazz concerts and all the stuff I go to. Most of those are at the Merriweather Post Pavilion. There is also an outdoor venue in Baltimore, Pier 21, Pier 7. Let me Google it real quick. But that's a nice one too. And actually Alicia Keys is coming there in August, and I'm probably gonna go. I'm not a big Alicia Keys fan. Well, I like her, but I've never said, well, let me go see her in concert. So, but the tickets are cheap and it's outdoor. It is called of course it didn't bring it up. Anyway, it's in Baltimore, and I'll figure it out and I'll put it in for you guys or mention it at the end. So let me go back to where I was. Okay, so outdoor concerts. There is also, you know, the regular concerts indoor, like at that Capital One Arena I just mentioned. We have Constitution Hall, which is another historic concert hall down in DC. And then you have the Royal Farms Arena, which is just like Capital One Arena in Baltimore, and the Hippodrome is just in Baltimore as well. So next would be shopping. Now, I'm not a big shopaholic, but people that do come to the area, they like to our shopping. We have outlets here. We have one at the National Harbor that I mentioned, and then we have one out in Virginia, and there's one further at Clarksburg, Maryland. So they're all around. Then we have Tyson's 1 and 2. Some of those are your more upscale, you know, stores like your Louis Vuitton, your Gucci, Hermes, all that. And we also have Center City down in DC. If you guys watch my vlog, or not my vlog, my Instagram stories last week, you saw where I took my Louis Vuitton for repair down at Center City. So we have a lot. We have Pentagon City Mall. So we have a lot of malls. So that's will be one. I'm still looking for stuff, y'all, while I'm talking to you. So please forgive me for looking down while I am talking to you. But I am trying to find you the correct information while I'm speaking to you. So the next thing would be I think it's Pier 6. Is this it? No, that's not it. Anyway, guys, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, that's it. Pier 6 in Baltimore. I think it has a new name. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Pier 6 Pavilion in Baltimore. I had to find it, guys. It was driving me crazy. So, yes, the next thing would be casinos. So, we have, and I'm not a big gambler, but some people are, and some people come to the area for that. So, I'm just keeping it 100. So, we have the new MGM Casino at the National Harbor. We have the Live Casino in Baltimore. Well, actually, it's in Anne Arundel County, so it's between DC and Baltimore. And then we have Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore. It's actually in Baltimore, not far from the Orioles and Ravens Stadium. So, if you like to get your slots on or play the craps on the table, blackjack, whatever, we have 3 casinos close by. Now, if you want to go on up to Delaware and stuff, I mean, that's not far either. But, oh, and we have Charlestown Races and Slots in West Virginia, which is about a 2-hour drive from here. So, we got you covered. And last but not least are restaurants. I'm a foodie, as you can tell. But we have a lot of cuisine to offer. And I couldn't even go down a whole list for you. But the National Harbor that I keep mentioning has a lot of nice restaurants. Downtown DC has a lot of nice restaurants. And the surrounding areas, Northern Virginia, Alexandria, Arlington, Fairfax, Tyson's. There's multiple restaurants around here. So whatever you savor, your flavor, whatever, we got you covered here. Some of my favorite restaurants, y'all know I love Japanese food. So I'm down for a good Japanese restaurant. We have several of those. We have Benihana, which is not as good as it used to be in my opinion. We have Kobe. We have Sakura. Like, I could go down the list. We have Thai restaurants. We have great Italian restaurants. We're in Maryland, so you know we have wonderful, delicious seafood restaurants. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to shellfish, so I can't partake like I used to. I used to eat shellfish up until 1991, guys, when I had an awful reaction. So I know what I'm missing. So when I tell you we got good shellfish here and good seafood, believe me. Crab cakes to die for. So seafood, Italian, you know, ethnic foods. So Ethiopian, Jamaican, Indian. Like, we have the gamut. You name it. This area will satisfy whatever you're craving. So, just to recap, and guys, if you are coming to the area or live in the area, have a question, just leave them down below and I'll be glad to answer you. So like I said, a few of my favorite things: 1, comedy shows; 2, visiting the national harbors, or the harbors, National and the Baltimore Harbor. Like I said, I'm not sure about Baltimore's harbor right now. I think they're, like I said, going under some reconstruction and renovations. So definitely the National Harbor. We have museums, outdoor concerts, the shopping, casinos, and great dining. So I hope this was helpful. Keiko, I hope you enjoyed this, girl. If you guys have any questions, please list them down below, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Hello to my new subscribers. I see you. Thanks for joining me. Please like and tell a friend about my channel, and I will talk to you guys in the next vlog. Have a great one, guys. Bye.